Hello and welcome to September's Tabletop Conversation. I'm Robert.
I'm Suzanne. We're Clarity.
I'm Suzanne.
I'm Christina.
I'm Sandra.
And here we have it. This
And we're
is,
the Clarity House crew.
yes, we are. And this is September 14th, a Sunday, and we thought we'd get together and have a conversation. And I thought I would select from it, right here, from our Ancient Wisdom Oracles, number 20. It says, all parts are related to the whole and multiplied to the distance. Space is not compromised, and every gesture counts and is located. And the text that goes with that, let me make that larger on my screen so I can read it. It says, in the intricate web of existence, every part is intricately connected to the whole, and its significance reverberates across the vast expanse of space. From the tiniest atom to the grandest galaxy, each element influences and is influenced by the others, creating a harmonious symphony of interwoven connections. Distance becomes a multiplier, magnifying the impact of every action and reaction, and emphasizing the interconnectedness of all things. Within this cosmic dance, space is not a void, but a dynamic canvas where every gesture, no matter how seemingly insignificant, holds profound meaning. Every occurrence, every thought is a pinpoint on the celestial map, shaping the tapestry of the universe with its unique imprint. So we are moving through this. I'll read this again. All parts are related to the whole and multiplied to the distance. Space is not compromised, and every gesture counts and is located. So that's our kind of our topic for this month's long spoon. We come back to our recording page. Here we go. So with every part being part of every part, and this kind of combines with our class today, because it's Sunday and we do our Alchemical Rede class. That was about holding the frame upright, being yourself, taking a deep breath, expanding and lifting your chest up because it expands your entire body, and humming. The humming breaks the pattern of more contractive energy. So does that deep breath. So we are in the month of the deep breath. As we take a deep breath, going in deeper into autumn and getting kind of set up and settled in for winter. It seems that we're doing that a lot, and a lot of people are. They're kind of beginning to put their gardens to bed a little bit, harvesting the last of their vegetables, and looking around the home and tending to it. So, does anyone have a contribution to what this month is for everyone? The soup is still stirring, and the long spoon
Yes,
is
it
reaching
is.
across the table.
Waiting to hear
I think it's really interesting that, and I wrote about it in my blog on Long Spoon, is that September is the month where is so much adjusting from still feeling summer effects. We're still probably in summer clothing. We still are outside longer and sitting in the sun and all that. And all that by the end of the month starts changing. But what it changed to is this glorious orange feeling. And that's even brighter. I mean, between the pumpkins and the flowers and the zinnias and everything getting brighter before fall. And I think it's an exciting month. It is my birth month, so of course I like it, but I'm really learning this year how much it affects um, all our lives, and it really is nature changing. And in that change, we become, like you said, part of the whole. I mean, everything is part of the whole, and so this changing month is absolutely necessary
Mhm.
to be ready for what's coming in the days after.
Yeah, that's
So I
beautiful.
I like
Yeah.
the what that had to say on the.
And it's a tricky wicket to be ready for something
Mm-hmm.
and be ready, are already ready.
Yeah.
So part of it is the idea of being ready for something, and then being in this state that is ready. And so it's kind of, like you see those science fiction movies where someone's kind of blinking in and out rapidly.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of an energy like that as it begins to settle into more of a solid feeling. Um, it's just like a scarf being knit and it's not done yet, but you know it's going to
You're just
be.
gonna hold on.
You just keep knitting.
Uh-huh.
Well, I think this is really interesting that it speaks to a time that I think we as a community family have been dealing with is we've been working with a lot of detail work and a lot of things like in our faces, like things that are coming up that we've got to work with and or things that need to be addressed or tended to is maybe a better word, and a lot of those kind of things tend to come up in the fall as you're transitioning to the season of fall that's then going to be winter, especially up here in Maine, things with a property and house and garden and all of those kinds of things. And then just in our lives in general, the things that are coming up to because we're ready for new and we're putting down or letting go of old patterns or old ways of being that don't serve us. And that's an ongoing thing because we're all seekers here and we're all interested in that journey. But I loved how this spoke to the fact that it's really important to recognize that if you get some distance from the up close details and the all the things that feel so intense that are like in your face right now because they're up to be dealt with, but if you back up enough and get some distance, it becomes a multiplier, like it says. It magnifies the impact of every action and reaction. And that's what you don't always get the perspective of that can actually help ease or heal or help the all the when it's intense and up close and personal, when you can step back and get enough distance from it and see how it's actually mattering, how much it's an integral part of that bigger tapestry of the whole universe that you can't even see or know
Yeah.
at the moment, that you're dealing with something that seems so big and it's actually really quite maybe a small thread in the big tapestry of things. It's an essential thread, but it's not so major as it's trying to make itself seem, in that moment when it's blown itself up. So I actually just really appreciated this oracle piece because it gives a different perspective of how to see things and how to work with the macro, micro, as it were. I guess that's the best way.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like living in community is like a cosmic dance all in itself.
Mm.
And there's a lot of micro, macro that we work with all on a given day. So it's like a constant dance
Yeah.
of the small within the immense and the immense and the small and how it's all connected. So
I like that on the long spoon that we continue to put the different oracles in there. This one again from last month, Ancient Wisdom Oracle, is one that as we place things into the curated area of the long spoon, it's very purposeful.
Mm-hmm.
It's felt through. It's realized that this is the thing that will help assist and support each of us during this month of September, and that's why it's in this particular long
Yeah.
spoon. And sometimes it's in for several months at a time. Then all of a sudden there's a different one that's in there, and the totemic one is in there. So they rotate through, but they rotate through by need. What is discerned would be of most benefit to all of us as we move through the month. So um,
That's awesome.
you're invited to make use of it. We're speaking about this particular one, number 20, but the whole flip book is there to go through, and you can just access it throughout the month.
That's such a remarkable thing to realize how much content that you've created, that to have that much to pull upon, to curate, and to be able to even pull upon to support each month, and people you don't even know as well as yourselves, and people that you do know.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I can't think of very many people, beings in this world that have created that much or brought that much through, um, of information, support, pattern that could help in that kind of a way, on such an ongoing basis,
Mm-hmm.
that every month that it could be felt through and know that there is support available in what's already been created. It's
And I think the Long Spoon
phenomenal.
has been going for what, 2.5 years now, I think.
Or more, yeah. It feels
Oh,
like.
yeah.
2.5 years.
Well, I was just thinking about how we had hit one point with the work that I started learning about collage, and I started working with collage. And it was a big leap to start mixing days and artwork and pieces and events and different seasons all together in a collage that somehow they had conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if everybody saw that as conversation, but it is a conversation that I was seeking to put together. And I remember that one of my friends, she said, well, I think that might be a bit dictatorial. And I didn't see it that way at all, because see, I was listening too, so what came out was not what I was thinking, it was what
Was
these
given.
things together
Mhm.
had to say. And I remember it kind of, well, it kind of hurt my feelings, but I didn't feel completely responsible. But it kind of upset me, and it also increased my determined will,
Mm-hmm.
because I knew that I had hit on conversation that went deeper and put the thread deeper, the needle deeper into the fibers than I had been able to reach before
Mm-hmm.
by having them unrelated. And in it, I didn't decide what they were going to mean or how they went together. So I knew they were the same force speaking together that created them.
Mm-hmm.
So I went on with them, and I went on with them as this most wonderful passage. And it's like, I think in it I probably upset some and freed up others, and and we don't have a huge audience that comes in and says much
Mhm.
about what we put on, but what we put on speaks the need,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel it through my bones. It speaks the need for me. It speaks the need for
me.
all of us,
Yeah.
and for anybody else that is brave enough to look to our work
Mm-hmm.
to have their needs met. And so it's really that journey of creating the material that we now use in the long spoons and daily posts. I could never create the volume that's needed and the diversity that it comes in hits
Mm-hmm.
if I hadn't been willing to do that.
Yeah.
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 Because
And we
it's,
all benefit from that
Uh-huh.
willingness.
for me, it hits the mark.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes when you hit the mark, it's just, um, it's overwhelming to people.
Yeah.
But it's never overwhelming to me to hit the mark with my work.
And
and
what
to hit the mark with our work.
and using the metaphor with the bow and arrow,
Mm-hmm.
the arrows that you have in the quiver that you pull from,
Mm-hmm.
also you're using that bow to have not only created those collages that have the conversation that go more deeply into the resonance of things, but then you've also used it now with the music
Oh yes,
that
the
we
new
put
work
on
with the
last
music
month,
is wonderful.
and then we continue to place it there again for this month because it's so different and fun and
We all
inviting
love it.
and curious and odd and all of that.
And it's
But
from
this
poems that I wrote in 2020.
20, yeah, and then you pulled out another arrow, new arrow this month using the same bow, and then struck the target again. This time with animation. And
Oh gosh, I
this
sure
we're
heard from
excited
that
about.
one.
You'll see that on this long
Oh,
spoon.
Well,
yes.
I have all these different special friends. I have the one that was irritated with it.
Excuse me.
The collages. And yesterday I heard from my son, Tom, who said that these new animations he thinks are kind of creepy. Oh, did he ever creep me out in his life? Oh God.
So things that are new, different, odd, strange, creepy because they're different, are all part of the fabric of what life
It's
is.
the signature of
It's
our
the signature of it. It helps bring you to a question or a difference or
Yeah.
any kind of new thing, new art, something. Then people question, well, what am I looking at?
Does
What am I
anybody-
hearing? What am I seeing?
Anybody else have anything to say about this new creepy?
Well, I personally
Oh.
love it. I think it's awesome.
I love it.
I love it.
I know. I look.
It's like, I mean, we've all felt like these patterns are alive, and the you know, the different bodies of work have all felt like they had their own energy signature, and but to see it actually move
Animation is
in
so
animation,
incredible.
it is like so profoundly cool. I
I think he
cannot
had
believe.
trouble more with the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That,
Oh,
and
I see
myself,
that way, but
and-
yeah,
But it does amazingly keep to the original
What's there? Yeah.
figure. Some of them they didn't at all. I didn't even do them.
But it can
But
it's
yeah.
usually it's pretty accurate because it has to work with the input that is given.
Mhm.
So the image is given, and then it has to work with that input.
Well, it's so
It's
funny
pretty close a
to
lot
put
of
a
times.
picture on, and watch it. You have no idea what they're going to do with it,
Mm.
and that's the curious part of me.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of them that I don't even pick up. I don't even save them, but there's a lot of them I do, and they're pictures of us, all of us, and
You should do one of Tom
oh, I know.
and
You're
send
right.
it to him. Be like, thanks, Tom.
Well, there's a new
That's what I'll
I
do.
made a special creepy one.
this
just
is
for
the
you.
new version of what the Polaroid used to
Hi,
be.
Tom.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
Polaroids first came out, it popped out of the front of the camera,
yeah.
and everyone stood around and watched it develop before their eyes
Uh-huh.
because they didn't know. They knew what they had taken a picture of, but the composition and everything, they got to see it actually be developed right in front of them. And this is very similar for the curiosity
It's a
of
little
what's it
creepy
going to
and-
be, what's it
oh,
going to
right,
exactly look
What's it
like,
gonna look like?
and that's what we get to have the fun of.
Yeah.
Is, ooh, I wonder how this is going to
And
turn
we
out.
shared some of it in the Long Spoon
Yeah.
this month.
They were happy about that.
Yes.
So we keep working with the changes and the new things that can present themselves to open up conversation
Well,
within
Susanna
yourself or
said
other people.
She'd like me to try doing more of Susanna's world, seeing how
Oh yeah,
the figures.
hmm
Is there anything you all want us to animate up?
Just keep it going.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
because I think it's for some people, or a lot of people, I believe it is hard to feel and recognize that things that the world calls so-called inanimate actually are sentient and
Yeah.
are animate.
Yeah, they're not
and
quite there
this
yet.
is helping to bridge that gap. It's
Mhm,
helping
mhm.
the brains that are locked down on thinking of what the only
Everything's
reality
solid.
is, and I'm including myself in that. You know, the parts that still would have trouble seeing something as real, animate, having some sentience about um, itself. And this, especially, I mean, for me, I mean, I understand it's a kind of a different thing with seeing photographs and that kind of thing moving. But for me, with this artwork and with the patterns, it has been phenomenally helpful to me and my brain and my whole system to just start letting go more and more of any need to hold on to something as being inanimate.
It's like seeing the
Yeah.
archangels, their wings start flapping.
Yeah, I mean, it just starts, letting you go more into the imaginal realm where there is a lot more freedom, there's a lot more lift, there's a lot more levity, there's a lot more possibility in all the places that your brain wants to say are impossible or limited. And I really appreciate that. And I think that that's a really necessary thing in our world at this point. If our world is going to move forward, it's got to be limited. Limitless, and a lot of that lifted off of it.
I know that I enjoyed seeing when we first started doing it and seeing some of our original patterns that we had done and see them come into animation.
Yeah.
Gave a window into what we sense and see when we're painting,
Wow.
because they're not stationary to us.
Not for you all.
That's so good.
That's how we can render them, is because we do see that. But to have it shown this way is just wonderful.
Wow.
It's wonderful to see.
I like what the card actually said, this pattern. Within this cosmic dance, space is not a void, but a dynamic canvas where every gesture, no matter how seemingly insignificant, holds profound meaning.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And that's exactly
Yeah.
what you're doing with these pieces when you're animating them.
Thank you. Well, I'm loving this conversation. We just felt that we were going to be late with it, but actually we're always on time with whatever we are doing, because we're in rhythm with what we're listening to. So today was the day to do this tabletop conversation and put it into place. So, like we mentioned in the notification when it went out, that we would be placing things into the long spoon for this month. So just to continue to check back.
Well,
this is that piece.
Is a cosmic dance.
Throughout the month. You're adding new content constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything else anybody would like to add for this month?
Thank you.
Well, I'm glad it's September.
Yeah.
Me too.
I was done with August.
Love this month.
Yep.
And sending all our love to you, and so
Autumn
grateful
equinox.
for you getting
The long spoon,
The long
supporting
spoon.
our work, and
the big support.
having
It makes
the-
a big difference.
and it's a gift to us because we get to create more for you, which creates for us in doing so. So that we're very grateful to you for, and your support.
We'll see if we can scare up some more creepy things,
Yes.
especially for you, Tom.
Yes.
Your birthday's coming up this month.
That's
So
right.
we can
It's very
scare you up
close.
some creepy
Yes.
thing.
Oh, that's right.
Along with Sandra's.
Yeah.
The equinox,
Yep.
man, we got changes
Got a lot
coming.
going on. A lot going on. Well, thank you for joining us for this tabletop conversation. Enjoy the long spoon for this month. Refer back to it. Dive in and out of it. You don't have to just look at it one time and set it aside. There's a lot of content here. And then don't forget, there's the website itself. And then also you have access to all the other issues of the long spoon. So enjoy yourselves until next time.
No.
Bye.